Okay, quick video for you plumbing aficionados out there that have run into the problem similar to this. What I have here is I had an older toilet that had the 12 and a half inch bolt center line on it, and I'm upgrading to a newer toilet that has a 10 and a half. So I had to move this in 2 inches, and so I tore out the old ring, removed the toilet, and I used my little internal saw to cut inside there. This is the new offset one, but what I did was I cut around inside there to get rid of the closet flange or closet ring, to cut the top off of it. But that left me with the portion of the old fitting stuck inside here, and I really had no other alternative except to use the existing fitting that's here, because this is just a 90 that goes directly into a T that has another pipe that Y's into it. So there was really no way to move this. I've had them before where I can dig down there and move something, but without tearing up this floor, which it was made out of concrete to look like Saltillo tile. So I really had to do the whole solution within this opening here. And I super lucked out. See how I had all this room, because when they padded that fitting for pouring the concrete, they put way overkill on the foam padding around that. So that was a huge help to me. I only had to bust out a little bit here to fit the slope side of the offset in there. But so after I removed that, to get the old fitting pieces out of there, what I did was just took a Sawzall and then cut little sections all the way around inside there. And you want to be careful when you cut those. You can leave just a tiny little bit at the edge there, but try to bring your Sawzall to where it almost touches the old fitting. If you cut into it just a little bit, it's not a big deal, but try not to. And then once you cut those little sections in there, you can see a screwdriver mark there. You get a screwdriver and just kind of hammer it in there, and those little sections peel away. You might have a couple break like this, but that's not a big deal, because you can usually just get your screwdriver again behind the next piece and peel it out. The last piece I was able to get out in a pretty good sized chunk. But so that got me set up for that. But when I went to put the offset collar in there, that left the new closet ring sticking up 2 1/8 inches above the floor. So to get that down, I had to cut 1 1/16 inches off of each side. So I already cut this new offset piece, but all that only leaves me 3/8 of an inch for a piece of pipe to fit in there. And then I also cut this piece away using my little saw again, the internal saw. You can pick these up at Home Depot or the supply stores. It's pretty common. It does not come with this little accessory for setting the depth. That was something I made up out of standard parts you can find in the hardware store. This is called a shaft collar. You can see it has a set screw on it, so you can loosen the set screw and move that up and down. And then I just MIG welded on a 1.5 inch washer and kind of polished up that surface, and that allows you to adjust that depth so you can do real precision cuts. Well, if you can call that precision, but a lot more than just freehand, a lot more precision than freehand. So anyway, cut that away, and so that's the piece of pipe now that is all that'll fit in there. So it goes 3/8 of an inch on either side of the fitting. So now that when I put that in there, and then I also made some marks on there so I can line that up and be exactly where I want to be. But the problem with that is that leaves me with a very, very tiny glue line. And I didn't really like that idea. So that tiny glue line is just too much of a chance of that popping off. As easy as these are to break out, I was concerned about that. So to beef up that joint, what a lot of people don't realize is that the outside of the 3-inch hub of the fittings for 3-inch pipe, you can cut a piece of 4-inch pipe and it fits almost like as if it was made to be a coupling for that 3-inch hub. So by putting a piece of that on there, I'm able to far more than double the amount of glue area. Plus it's a really hefty coupling in essence. And by gluing that in there, so I'll have an internal glue on that there, and then I'm going to glue this piece to this and glue this piece to that, then glue these all together into that, and that'll make a really solid joint. And then when that's screwed to the floor with my concrete screws, I'll be in good shape. Well, hope you found something useful in that. And that's one way to skin that cat. Thanks for watching.